Well, aren't these budget cuts ever going to stop? You know, I'm sick of seeing all our city services whittled away by these budget cuts. But I think there's a way we can put a stop to it. What if that city and this city merged? The bigger city would be more efficient and save both cities enough money to get them out of their current budgetary mess. I mean, just think of all the other successful collaborations that changed history. There's Rogers and Hammerstein, Rimsky and Korsakov, peanut butter and jelly.
And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together.
St. Paul in particular would have much to gain from such a merger, since, as the chart shows, its population has been dropping like an elevator falling down a shaft. But after the merger, St. Paul would rocket 30 slots to become the 15th largest city in the country. Minneapolitans would stop making fun of St. Paulites and vice versa, and we can all concentrate on making fun of Iowans.
So happy together.
What do you think of the idea of the Twin Cities merging into a giant city?
Don't think it would work.
I don't think it would really help much.
I don't think I'd like to live in St. Paul.
What do you think of the idea of merging Minneapolis and St. Paul and making them into a giant city?
Minneapolis is our oldest, neediest suburb, but I think charity would impel St. Paul to wish to absorb Minneapolis to help them up.
Does St. Paul want the Dome Stadium?
Well, I think it's absurd. I think the Twin Cities do have to be reorganized, and I have formed a Northeast Liberation Front, whereby St. Paul will seize Northeast Minneapolis.
Without Northeast, Northeast Minneapolis would atrophy and die.
If I can tolerate anything about Minneapolis, it's Northeast Minneapolis.
We can't give it up.
So happy together.
Because of the state's budgetary problems, each city is currently a candidate for Skid Row. But after the merger, they'd possess a virtual embarrassment of riches. 2 of everything from jails to dog pounds. And the new city would need only 1 of each. First, we could unload both city halls. St. Paul's could be used to ease its housing shortage, and Minneapolis's could be sold to the Canadians like the rest of Minneapolis. Half the proceeds would be refunded to the taxpayers, and the rest spent on a new city hall. A new site would have to be located, and the fairest method of finding it would be to find the geographic center of the Twin Cities. Now, you do that by drawing a line from the west to the east, and then another one from the north to the south. Where the lines met, it'd be the geographic center of the Twin Cities. Well, we followed the lines in our map, and we were led here. And I think the geographic center of the Twin Cities must be somewhere over in that direction. But what do you know? It really is here. It's in the lobby of the Twins Motor Inn. I wonder if we can use this place as a new city hall. I guess we'll have to go ask the manager. What do you think? Do you think we can use this place as a new city hall?
Sure, sounds like a fantastic idea.
Well, I guess we really ought to look around first.
Where are we going? Look this way.
As we roamed through the complex, it was easy to imagine each room filled with the hustle and bustle of big city politics. There would be lavish fundraisers held in the banquet rooms, and I imagined late-night emergency city council sessions and cloakrooms filled with politicians doing what they do best, making deals. But for the time being, it must remain only a dream. Standing here at the frontier between the two cities, I can't help but wonder why the idea of merging them hasn't caught on. Unfortunately, the only time when the two cities are truly joined together is now, when they're frozen together like a couple of pork chops. I just wonder what we'd call the new city.